Good morning, everyone. Today we will solve some important questions of digital electronics. We will solve questions from whatever syllabus we have covered till this lecture. So this is our first question. So we need to match list 1 and list 2 properly, and four options are there. Okay, so we will do it. So we will do one by one. The thing is, we need to represent those numbers in the list 1 in sign 2's complement representation. So for minus 43, basically first we need to deal with plus 43. So if I convert plus 43 into binary, okay, so the procedure is 43 I need to divide by 2. Okay, so I will get 21 and one remainder. Again, if I divide by 2, I will get 10. Again, if I divide by 2, I will get 5. Again, if I divide by 2, I will get 2. Okay, and again, if I divide by 2, I will get 1. So my conversion for 43 is 1 0 1 0 1 1. Okay, so we need to write in this way. So here I can see that like all the numbers they are in like 4 and 4 8-bit representation. Okay, so I'm getting 6-bit here. So I need to add some. I can add some extra bit in that one. So for adding that one, I can add as many zero as I want. Okay. So if I am adding like 2 extra 0, okay, then this is the representation for plus 43. So for 2's complement representation of this number, we need to sign 2's complement representation. We need to do 2's complement of this. So the 2's complement of this is 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 1. Okay. So I can check that this option 1010 is there in this one. Okay, so 10101. This is also 01 matching with our answer. Okay, so there is one extra one. So if I substitute one extra 0, there will be one extra 1. Okay, and this will be option number 3 for this peak. Okay, similarly for conversion of minus 78, first we need to deal with plus 78. So if I convert plus 78, I will get 1 0 0 1 1 1 0. Okay, so again I'm getting 4 5 6 7. I can substitute 1 0 in that one. Okay, so this is my representation for plus 28. If I want minus 28, I need to do 2's complement of this one, and if I do 2's complement, this will be 0 1, then 0 0 1 1 0, and here 1 1. Okay. So this is my representation for minus 78. And from options, if I see, I can say that this option number 4, okay, is matching with this one. So this minus 78 is represented by this. Q is represented by this fourth option. Okay. Plus 54, no problem in that one. You can directly convert it into binary. And if you convert into binary, you will find out that this is option number 2, and minus plus 96 also you can convert directly into binary, and this is your option 1. Okay, so from here you can see that option C is the correct one. Okay, so P is 3, Q is 4, and R is 2, S is 1. Okay, so this is our first question. Let's go to second question. Okay, in this question, the question is, which of the following function will satisfy the property dual of a function is equal to complement of a function? Okay, so here you can see that you have three variable a, b, c. Okay, so with three variable combination, suppose if I take 0 0 0. Okay, so the dual of this 0 0 0 is nothing but 1 1 1. Okay, if I take 0 0 1, so that will be 1 1 0 dual, and if I take 0 1 0, so that will be 1 0 1. If I take 0 1 1, okay, it will be 1 0 0. Okay, after this, if I do the next one, which is 1 0 0, Okay, I will get 0 1 1. Okay, so this option or this conversion is nothing but this conversion. Okay, so if you do like next bit also, like if you convert this, you will get 0 1 0, and this is nothing but here this. Okay, so basically we have this these numbers. So if you have 0 1 2 and 3, the dual of this will be 7 6 5 and 4. Okay, so I need to find out like in these from these options, so that the combination of these numbers, okay, combination of those numbers means 2 from this side, 2 from this side should be there in these brackets. Okay, so I can say that 0 1 2 3 all are from this side, 4 5 6 7 all are from this side, 0 2 0 2 4 6, okay, 0 2 4 6 are there from the both side, but 0 and 2 are here, 4 and 6 are here, they are not a dual of each other. And the last option is 0 1 6 7. Okay, so 0 1 6 7, they are on the opposite side, so I can directly from here I can say that this is the answer. Or you can do it in another way also, like you have function of a b c, which is summation of min term. I am taking this option because I know that this option is correct from these calculations. Okay, so my option is 0167. Okay, so if I find out the dual of this function, then its min term will become max term, and it will become 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so if I take the complement of this function, if I take complement of this function, this will be max term of 2 3 4 5. Okay, so from here I can say that dual equal to complement. Okay, so from these things I can say that D is my correct option. Let's go to next question, which is the number of min term in the function. Okay, so min term means we need to have all the terms of A, B, C, D, E in all the individual partitions. Okay, so my function is basically a combination of A, B, C, D, E. 5 variables are there. Okay, and I have given in question B plus C, D. Okay, so if I do the notation of this B in term of 5 variable, okay, so I can take that I have 5 variable. Okay, these 5 variables I have, and I'm fixing this position with B. Okay, so if I fix this position, I can substitute in this place either A or A bar, so two possible combinations are there. I can fix here two values, which is C or C bar. So here also I am having two possibilities. Here also I can fix a D or D bar, two possibility. The total number of possibilities 2 to the power 4 means 16 min terms I will get from by expanding this one. Okay, so let's go to this CD. Okay, so again I am taking 5 variable. Okay, and this C and D place I am fixing this C and D place. Okay, so here I can place A or A bar, that is two possible combination. From this and this I can say that B I already taken into consideration in this one, so I will take consideration of only B bar here. Okay, so that means I can fix only one number here, one value here. Okay, and two possible combinations are here. Okay, so that is 2 into 1 into 2, that is 4 possible combinations are there, means 4 midterms will be there from here. Okay, so in total if I add 16 plus 4, that is 20 midterms. I can say that this B plus CD having 20 midterms. Okay, so my option B is the correct one. Let's go to next question. Okay, so in this question, the question says that how many minimum number of 2 input NAND gates are required to implement this function. Okay, so here I need to focus on this minimum number of two input NAND gate. So for implementing any function with a minimum number, first you need to minimize your expression or function. Okay, so my if I draw k map, four variable k map, so this is 0 0 0 1 1 1 and 1 0. This is also 0 0 0 1 1 1 and 1 0. Okay, and you know that this is your 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Okay, these are the places. Okay, so if you substitute, suppose if you substitute all those things here, so you will get this schema. Okay, and if you pair up all the things, like you can pair those 8 values and you can pair those 8 values, and if you write the expression for this, your function will become b plus d. Okay, and this is nothing but OR gate. Okay, so for implementation of OR gate using two input NAND gate, you know that you need three NAND gate, three two input NAND gate. Okay, so directly you can say that B is my correct answer. Let's go to next question, and in this question basically I'm using a multiplexer. So I'm using two multiplexer. This is one, this is another multiplexer, and here I need to find out this function f. Okay, so you know that like if I am having multiplexer 2:1 multiplexer, so 2:1 multiplexer having single line and two inputs, suppose I0 and I1 are my input and this is my y. So I am writing my function y as s bar into I0 plus s into I1. Okay, so the same thing I will implement here. Okay, so if I implement here, suppose I am writing expression for this one first. So the expression for that one will be x, because this is my x is my select line. So this is my x bar into I0. I0 is also my x bar. So this is x bar dot x bar plus x into z. Okay, so that is x bar dot x bar is x bar plus xz, and if I break it further, that is x bar plus x and x bar plus z. So it will become x bar plus z. Okay, so now let's go to this point, and now I'm calculating this function. Okay, so if you calculate this function again, your select line here in this case is connected with y, so you need to consider y bar into this value, that is your x bar plus z plus y into this I1 is z, so this is z. So if you solve it, you will get y bar x bar plus y bar z plus yz. Okay, and if you solve it further, if you take like z common from here, you will get y plus y bar, and that will be 1, so that is z. This is x bar y bar. Okay, so this is my final simplified expression, and I can see that this option is available at option number B. So B is my correct answer. Let's go to another problem. Okay, so in this problem, the problem says that perform the following operation in 2's complement signed representation, and the result in 2's complement sign notation is. Okay, so you need to perform your operation in 2's complement sign representation. So for doing that one, first you need to convert that one and this one in 2's complement representation. So minus 13 if you are converting. Okay, so first you need to know that what is the representation of plus 13. Okay, and here like if you convert plus 13, you will get 1101. Okay, so this is my representation for plus 13, and here from those answers I can see that these answers are there in 8 bit. Okay, so this plus 13 also you need to convert in 8 bit. Okay, so either for plus 13 you can take 4 extra zeros. Okay, and this is the notation for plus 13, and you do 2's complementation of this one, you will get minus 13 notation. So for minus 13, that will be 1 1 1 1, and this is 0 0 1. Okay. So this is the representation of minus 13. Okay, so in the same manner, you need to calculate the representation for minus 28. So minus 28 representation I can directly write as 0 0 1 0 0 1 1, and again one more one. Okay, so now you need to add those two numbers. Okay, so I can take those two numbers, like this is my minus 13. Okay, and 0 0 1 0 0 1 1 1. This is my plus 13. So if you add 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, 0 plus 0 is 0, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 0, 1 carry is there, 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1 is there, 1 carry is there. Okay, so if you do in this way, okay, you will get another extra carry. Okay, so if you means you will end up with 9 bit. So you can just neglect this eighth bit from here, because you want your answer in 8 bit. Okay, so this carry will be neglected. Okay, this will be at this place. So after this you can check that which option this answer is matching. So I'm getting 3 1 and 1 0 at the end. So I'm getting 3 1 1 0 at the end, and double 1 0. Okay, double 1. Okay, so this B is my correct answer. Let's go to next question. Okay, so in this question you need to convert the following number into base 9. Okay, so for base 9 conversion, I told you, like whenever this number, you can see that it is in base 3. So whenever in a random base, you need to convert into some other random base. First you convert into base 10. Okay, so what you do, you just convert this number into base 10 and this number into base 10. So conversion is very simple. Like this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, total 6 places are there. So I will write conversion to decimal first. So 3 into 1 into 3 to the power 6 plus 1 into 3 to the power 5 plus 1 into 3 to the power 3, because 1 0 is there. That was 0 I can leave. Then 3 to our 2 plus 2 into 3 to our 1 plus 2 into 3 to our 0 plus 2 into 3 to our minus 1 plus 1 into 3 to our minus 3 plus 1 into 3 to our minus 4 plus 2 into 3 to power minus 5 plus 1 into 3 to power minus 6. Okay, and if you solve it, you will get some number like 1025 0.71637. Okay, so I can take all those values, or I can neglect. Okay, so I can take okay, I will take till here. It will not affect your answer. Okay, so now what you need to do, this is your base 10 basically. So base 10 you can convert into any base. So basically you need to convert in base 9. So 1025 decimal part, you need to divide it by 9. So I'm getting 113, and remainder you will get 8. Again, if you divide by 9, you will get 12, and remainder is 5. Again, if you divide by 5, you will get 1 and 3. So I can say that conversion of this one is 1358, because I need to write in this manner. Okay, for this 71.71637, you can multiply, you need to multiply by 9, and you will get 6.44733. So you can take out this 6. Okay, and the remaining number is 0.44733. You can again multiply by 9, and you will get 4.02597. Okay, so you can take out this 4. Okay, and again 0.2597, if you multiply by 9, you will end up with 0.23373. So here you can see that only two numbers are there, so I need not to calculate it further. Okay, basically I'm getting 0 here. Okay, So I need not to calculate further. This till this point I need to calculate, and this is base 9, and I need to match that 64. This 64 I'm getting here and here. 1358 is here, so A is my correct option. Let's go to next question. And this question is saying that a switching circuit has four input, that is AB and CD. Okay, so AB represent the first and second bit of a binary number N1. So you have N1 one number and AB are two bits. Okay, and C and D are C and D represent the first and second bit of binary number N2. So N2 is another number and having bit C and D, two bit number. Okay, so the output is 1 only if the product of n1 means product of these two numbers is less than or equal to 2. Okay, so this is my situation. Okay, so this is one important line. So what you need to do, because you are having four variables, you are having two number n1 and 2 having four variables, so this is AB, this is CD. Okay, I will make one k map. This is 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Okay, so now here the thing is the product of n1 and 2 should be less than or equal to 2, means the product can be 0 1 or 2. Okay, so if I multiply 0 with anything, okay, the decimal equivalent of this one is 0, so 0 with anything, that will be that the output will be 1. Okay, so I can write all 1 here. Okay, now if I multiply 1 with 0, okay, or I can multiply this with this one, I will get 0. Okay, the case for 1 is either I can multiply 1 with 1, and this is the only possible case for getting 1. Okay, and the case for 2 is either multiply 1 with 2 here, or I will either multiply 2 with 1, that is here. Okay, so only in these cases I will get 1, and other cases I am getting 0. Okay, so now I need to see that which option from this is the function of f. Okay, in POS form I need to represent in product of sum form. Okay, so in product of sum form means I need to consider these this zeros. Okay, so I can, by seeing this zeros, I can pair these four first. Okay, I can pair these two and I can pair these two. Okay. So if you do in this way, like you will get this option correct one. Okay, after pairing only you will find out that this option is the correct one. Okay, so in this way you can do this problem, and let's go to next problem. I need to find out that the minimum SOP form of this function. Okay, so the thing is you can do it in a very simple manner, like this you can see that this is POS. Okay, product of some summation form. So this, and if you are changing it in a max term, you can see that this is basically 101, this is 110, and this is 100. Okay, so this is nothing but max term of 5 6 and 4. Okay, so three variables are there, p, q and r. So I'm making a k map of three variables, that is p, q and r. Okay, so this is 0 1, this is 0 0 0 1 1 1 and 1 0. If you insert these zeros, you will get 0 0 0 here. But the thing is, I need SOP, minimum SOP form. Okay, so except these other things are 1. And if I pair up, I can pair these four values and these two values. For these four values, I can write directly this p bar, and for these two values, I can write as q into r. Okay, so this p bar into q into r is there in option number A. Okay, that is the correct option. Let's go to this next question. This question is saying if A is less than equal to B, which of the following is true? Okay, so I'm having two variables, one is A and another is B. Okay, So A is less than equal to B. Okay, so first I will make one truth table where A is less than equal to B. So if I take 0 here, then if I am taking 0 0, though I am taking A equal to B. If I am taking 0 and here 1, then I am taking A less than B. If I take 1 1, I am taking A equal to B. Okay, these are the only three possible cases for A less than or equal to B. So my first P is I need to find out whether it is true or not. Okay, so I need to evaluate A bar. A bar is 1 1 0. Okay, and then A bar plus B. A bar plus B, if I calculate A bar plus B, I will get 1 here because 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1. So all the places I am getting 1 means this is the correct one. Okay, let's come to this R. Okay, this R is A into B bar. Okay, so first I will calculate B bar, that is 1 0 0. Then I will calculate A B bar, basically multiplication of this and this. Okay, so that is A into B bar, that is 1 0 into 1 is 0 0 and 0. Okay, so all the places I am getting 0 means this is 0. This is also correct. Okay, now let's find out that A bar is less than or equal to B bar. Is that correct? So I'm having A bar and B bar. So 1 1, that is equal case. 1 0. Okay, 1 0 means A bar is greater, but here A bar is less. Okay, 0 0 means they are equal. In this case, A bar is greater than B bar, but here A bar should be less than B bar. So means this is incorrect one. Okay, so only P and R is correct. So only P and R is correct means option number B is the correct one. Let's go to next question. So this question is saying if A equal to B plus C in bracket multiplication with B bar plus C bar, then the value of B is. Okay, so this is very simple one. Like you need to, in this side your B and C are there, in this side your A and A is there. Okay, so basically you need to do your calculation in such a way, okay, that on this side will be B only. Okay, so A equal to, if I expand this, I will get B into B bar plus C into B bar plus B into C bar plus C into C bar. C into C bar is 0, B into B bar is 0. So I am getting mainly C XOR P. Okay, so I am getting A equal to C XOR B, or I am getting A equal to B XOR C. Okay, so suppose I am doing XOR of C both side. Okay, so I am doing A XOR C here also, B XOR C XOR C here also. So if I do this first, so C XOR C, okay, that I know that this is 0. Okay, so because C into C bar plus C bar into C, this will be expression, this is 0, this is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0. So this is B XOR 0. Okay, and if you do B XOR 0, you will get B. Okay, so this is B. So your answer is A XOR C. So you need to find out which is A XOR C, and A XOR C is nothing but A C bar plus A bar C. Okay, so this is your option number B. Let's go to this question. Okay, this question is calculate switching function realized by this network in minimized SOP form. Okay, sum of product. So this is nothing but PQ. Okay, here you are getting Q bar, here it is R, so this is R into Q bar. Here you will get PQ plus R into Q bar. Okay, and here it is R. So finally you are getting F equal to R into PQ plus R into Q bar. Okay, so if you open this bracket, you will get PQR plus R into R, that is R into Q bar. Okay, so if you take R common, okay, this is R common, that is PQ plus Q bar, and if you simplify it further, that will be P plus Q bar and q plus q bar. Okay, so q plus q bar is 1, so you will get r p plus q bar, nothing but p into r plus r into q bar. So I'm getting p into r plus r into q bar. So my option is option number C is the correct one. Let's move to next question. This, okay, find which of the following is not a minimum sum of product expression for this function. In this function actually sum of minterms and don't care conditions are also there. Okay, so whenever you are solving this type of problem, the first thing is directly you need to make your k-map. So this is your k-map and you are having four variables, that is wx and here yz. This is 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. This is also 0 0 0 1 1 1 and 1 0. Okay, now you need to substitute these values. So first I am substituting this sum of product minterms. Okay, and if I substitute don't care conditions, I will get don't care here, don't care here, don't care here, and don't care at 11 also. Okay, these four are don't cares and these are the location of one. If your question having don't care conditions, so multiple number of answers can be possible. Okay, so either you try to solve it and make all possible combination, or you just verify all your answers. So suppose I'm verifying first this one. So w bar z is nothing but here is the w bar, here is your z. So this is one pair. Okay, and second one is x bar y bar. Okay, so x bar x bar and y bar. If I select x bar and y bar, I can say that x bar is here at these two places, y bar is here at these two places. So I can choose pair of four like this. Okay, now suppose if I am taking w into x bar. Okay, so w is this and x bar is this. Directly I can take these four as a single entity. Okay, then I have y bar into z. Okay, so this y bar into z means this y bar into this y bar into this z. Okay, so I can select these four. Okay. Now after doing this thing, I can see that this one is left out. Okay, it is not paired anywhere. Okay, so if it is not paired anywhere, means this answer is incorrect answer. Okay, this is not the answer for this uh, don't care and minterms. So this is not, because this one is living alone. Okay, so directly I am getting A option. Let's go to next question. The next question is the minimum decimal equivalent of the number 21ax. Okay, so whenever you are calculating from any base to base 10, decimal equivalent means you need to calculate from x base to base 10. So your question is 21a base x. If I calculate the decimal equivalent for this one, this is x to the power 0 into a plus x to the power 1 into 1 plus x to the power 2 into 2. And here I can see that this is a, the value of a is 10. Okay, so means x should always be greater than or equal to 11. Okay, so means this is my case 1. This is 2x square plus x plus a. Okay, so the value of a is 10. If I substitute, this is 2x square plus x plus 10. The minimum decimal equivalent you need to find. So for finding out the minima, you know that you need to differentiate your function. So if you differentiate this function, and that should be greater than equal to 0, and from there you need to find out the minimum the point where minima will exist. Okay, so that is the differentiation is 4x plus 1. That is, if I take equal to 0, that is x is greater than equal to 1 by 4. Okay, so this is my second case. And if I take the intersection of these two cases, my intersection will be this x is greater than equal to 11. Okay, so my first value is 11. Okay, so I am getting my first value as 11, so I will substitute this one here. 2 into 11 to the power 2 plus 11 plus 10. Okay, that is 263. So 263 is 10. So that is 263 is my answer. Let's go to next question. You have one number in base 6, another number in base 6, and you want your answer in base 6. Okay, so I have a number like I want 3.5 base 6 addition with 2.3 base 6. Okay, I want the addition of these two numbers. Okay, so you know that base 6 means your number is starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is your 6 numbers. Okay, so if I'm adding 5 with 3, so 5 plus 3 means 1, 2, and 3. So this is my 2 and 1 is my carry. Then I need to add 3 plus 2, 3, 1, 2, and then 1 carry. Okay, so I'm ending up at 0, and again 1 carry will be there. That 1 carry is this. So this decimal place as it is, and this is my addition. So 10.2 is my answer. Let's go to next question. This one. Okay, the question says that a number in 4-bit 2's complement signed representation is A3, A2, A1, A0. The same number when stored using 8-bit will appear like. Okay, so you know that in 2's complement representation, if your number is 1010 or 1011, okay, so if last bit is 1, means this is a negative number. Okay, so and you can extend this number as many times as you want. Okay, and if I have 0, I can extend that 0 as many times as I want, because this last number is representing that whether the number is positive or negative. Okay, so suppose if you want to represent plus 5, so 5 first you are representing in converting in binary, that is 2, and this is 1 2 1 0, that is 101. But because this is first plus 5, so you are adding 10, and this is the representation to complement signed uh, signed form for plus 5. Okay, so this 0 you can extend as many times as you want. Okay, and if you want a minus 5 representation, okay, so it's suppose you are considering this, okay, only, so that 2's complement of this number is 1101. Okay, and this is the representation for minus 5, and if you represent 111111, that is also minus 5. Okay, so if A3, A2, A1, A0 is my number in 4-bit, and if I want to represent in 8-bit, I need to extend this A3, okay, for 4 more bit, and this will be my answer. Let's come to this question, next one. I need to find out value at this point, okay, or function of y1 at this point. So if I calculate y1, so y1 will be, s is basically connected to a, so a bar into 1 plus a into b bar. Okay, that is a bar plus a b bar, and here I can write a bar plus a and a bar plus b bar, and that is nothing but a bar plus b bar. Okay, so this is my y1. Okay, similarly I can calculate y2 at this point. Here s is connected with a bar, so a bar dot 1 plus a bar dot 1. So I'm getting a plus a bar, that is nothing but 1. Okay, now I need to calculate this f. So this f is nothing but c bar, and this is my I0 in this case, so c bar into 1 plus c into a bar plus b bar. Okay, because that is my I1. So if I calculate, this is c bar plus c into a bar plus c into b bar. Okay, and if I take it as like, okay, I can solve it in this way also. C bar plus c and C bar plus A bar plus B bar. Okay, C bar plus C is 1. So my answer will be C bar plus A bar plus B bar. If I take this bar common, this will be C into A into B whole bar. This is there in option number B. So option number B is the correct one. Let's go to next question. So the next question says that the minimum POS expression of the function, this having variable ABCD, is this. I need to find out the minimum POS form. Okay. So for finding the minimum product of sum form, it will be better if you go through KMap. Okay. So I'm having four variable, that is A, B, C, D. So I'm making four variable KMap, that is AB here and CD here. Okay. And now I'm substituting all those value because these are SOP, sum of product form, and if I solve all those, substitute all those values, I will get 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 and almost. Okay, so except this I can substitute others as 0. If I want to represent in POS form, I need to make these four as a single pair, and if I write my expression, my function will be A plus C. Okay, so directly I can say that this D is my answer. Let's go to next question. Okay, so in next question, the signed 2's complement representation of this number is. Okay, so I need to find out the signed 2's complement representation of this number. So first, I need to find out plus 783 in binary. Okay, so if I want to find that one in binary, so I need to divide by 2, that is 391. Okay, and 1 will be carry. Again, if I divide by 2, it will be 195, and 1 will be carry. Again, if I divide by 2, it will be 97, and 1 will be carry. If I divide by 2, that will be 48, and 1 will be carry. If I divide by 2, that is 24. 0 will be carry. If I divide by 2, that is 12. 0 will be carry. If I divide by 2, that is 6. 0 will be carry. If I divide by 2, that will be 3. 0 will be carry. And again, if I divide by 2, that is 1, and 1 will be carry. Okay, so my number will be 1 1 1 2 3 4 zeros, 1 2 3 4 zeros, then 4 1. Okay, so this is the number I am getting for 783, but plus sign is there, so I need to substitute 1 0 at least. This is plus, so I need to do 2's complement for getting minus 783, that is 1 0 0 0, then 1 2 3 4 4 ones, then 0 0 and 1 single one. Okay, so now I need to convert this in hexadecimal form. So for converting it into hexadecimal form, I need to pair 4 bits. So there is only 3 bit, and I know that I can extend this one. Okay, because this is 2's complement signed representation. Okay, this one is in hexadecimal number system. This is your 1. This is all ones, that is your F, and this is 1 1 0 0 your C. Okay, so here if you see all the answers, C F1. Okay, you can extend this one more time. Okay, you will get this F. Okay, because F is there. F C F1, F C F1, and H means hexadecimal representation. So this is basically your answer number C. Let's go to next question. Okay. So in this question, the question says that the two number represented in 2's complement form are P is this one, Q is this one. If Q is subtracted from P, means P minus Q you need to do. The value obtained in 2's complement number is, okay. So you need to do P minus Q, and by seeing this P, you can say that this is a negative number because 1 is there. Okay, because they are already there in 2's complement. This is also a negative number. Okay, so basically you are doing negative number minus of one negative number. Okay, so it's better if you do negative number plus of positive number. Okay, because this number negative negative will go into positive. Okay, so for making it this q into positive one, you just do 2's complement. Okay, so first I will write q, or first I will write p 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 1. Then I will take 2's complement of this one, 1 1 0 1 1 and 0 0 0. 1 plus 1 is 0, 1 carry will be there, 1 plus 1 is 0, 1 carry will be there, 1 plus 1 is 0, 1 carry will be there, and summation of 3 ones is 1, 1 carry will be there, here is 1, 1 carry will be there, here is 1, 1 and 1. Okay, so this will be your answer. So you need to check which option last three zeros are there, last three zeros are here, and all ones are here. This is option number C. So let's go to our next question. In this question, basically we have function of ABC equal to AB plus B bar C in the canonical POS form is represented as. Okay, so for finding out the canonical POS means product of sum. So product of sum is better to go with the KMF first. I am having three variables, so I will take A here, BC here. Okay, so this is 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 and 1 0. And now I will represent this function. So AB is one at these two places. Okay, and B bar C. Okay, B bar C is 1 1 at these two places. Okay, except these one places, others are zeros. Okay, now I can easily find out the canonical POS form. Okay, because canonical is here means this entity, this entity, this entity. I need to write all the things separately. And if you write all the things separately, you will find out that option B is the correct one. Okay, so for this one, this is A plus B plus C. For this one, this is A bar plus B plus C. For this one, this is A plus B bar plus C bar. For this one, this is A plus B bar plus C. Okay, so that is there in option number B only. Let's go to next question. The essential prime implicant of the function, this is my function, and I need to find out the essential prime implicant. For finding out the essential prime implicant, first draw your K-map. For this, you just need to pair. So you can pair up these 8 values, these 4 values, and these 4 values. Okay. So if you write for this corner pairing, if you write, you will get an expression which is B bar D bar. Okay, for this center pairing, if you write, you will get an expression P into D. For this pairing, you will get an expression A bar. Okay, so you can find out which option is correct one. So this option is matching. Okay, so this is the minimum essential prime implicants of this function f a b c d. Let's go to another question. Okay, a combinational circuit takes two input and output is the 2's complement of input binary number. Okay, consider the input as A and B and output as X and Y. Find the equation for X and Y. Okay, the question is saying that input is A and B. Okay, these are my input and output is 2's complement of the input binary number. So output is my X and Y. Okay, so like if I am taking 0 0 here, so this the 2's complement of 0 0 is 0 0. If I am taking 0 1, 2's complement of this one is 1 1. If I am taking 1 0, 2's complement of this one is 1 0. If I am taking 1 1, the 2's complement is 0 1. Okay, so this is my truth table for this one, and from this truth table I can easily represent the expression of x and expression of y by seeing this one. Okay, so x can be represented as a bar b plus a b bar, that is a XOR b. Yeah, and y can be represented as a bar b plus ab, that is nothing but if you take b common, that is a plus a bar, that is b, because a plus a bar is 1. Okay, so if I check my answer, I can find out that a XOR b and b is there in this D option. Let's go to next question. In this question says that consider the Boolean function. This is function number 1, f1 and f2. Then find out f1 plus f2. Okay, I need to find out f1 plus f2. I will go with k map. Okay, so I am having 4 variables: a, b, c, d. There is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Same here. Okay, and the first thing is sum of min terms. Min terms means I need to place 1 at these places. So you know that this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Now substitute 1 at these places. Okay, so that is 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 10, 11, 14, 15. This is 10, 11, 14, 15. Okay. After this, substitute 1 at places like for AC. Okay. So if you substitute for AC, so you can say that A is here. Okay. At these two places, your A is there, and at these two places, your C is there. Okay. So already there is 1, 1 on those places. So no need to substitute. Then you go to B, D. Okay, so if you are dealing with B and D, so B is 1 here and D is 1 here and here. Okay, so 1, 1 is here, this one is left. Okay, so this is your F1 plus F2. After doing this F1 plus F2, you just need to pair, but check these options. These options are there in POS form. Okay, product of summation form. So it's better you write zeros in left out places. Okay, and then do your pairing. Okay, so this is my first pairing. Okay, this first pairing I can denote with A plus B, and this is my second pairing, and this pairing I can denote with B plus C, and this is my one more pairing. Okay, and this pairing I can denote with A bar plus C plus D, and check in these options. This B is the correct option. Let's go to next question. In this question, the question says that the Boolean function f of ABC equal to A bar B plus B bar C plus AC bar has to be implemented by following 2:1 multiplexer. Then the gate 1 and gate 2 are respectively. Okay, so I need to identify gate 1 and gate 2. See here, your select line is A. So first write down your function, that is A bar B plus B bar C plus AC bar. Okay, then your select line A S is A. So break your function in term of A bar and A. Okay, because there is no A bar, so multiply this with A plus A bar. So you will get A bar B plus B bar C A plus B bar C A bar plus AC bar. Okay, then take A bar common. Okay, so A bar I can take common from here and here. Okay, take A common. So A I can take B bar from here and here. Okay, so basically this is nothing but the value I'm getting at this point. Okay, I0, and this is nothing but the value I'm getting at I1 point. Okay, so I need to simplify this. Okay, so if I simplify this further, this is b plus b bar into b plus c, that is, this is 1, that is b plus c, and if I simplify this one, so this is nothing but c bar plus c and c bar plus b bar, so this is nothing but c bar plus b bar, or I can say that c dot b whole bar. Okay, this is my OR gate. So this OR gate is basically at this point. Okay, at I0 point. BC I'm having at my input side B plus C I want, that is OR gate, and C dot B bar, that is nothing but my NAND gate. So this is OR gate, this is NAND gate. Okay. So gate 1 is OR and gate 2 is NAND. So this option number A is the correct one. Let's go to our next question. Okay. So this next question says that if a Boolean function f of a, b, c, d is equal to a plus b plus c plus d has to be implemented with only two input NAND gate. Okay. How many minimum NAND gates are required? Okay. So my function is a plus b plus c plus d, and I want to implement this function with two input NAND gate. Okay, that is very important. I need to implement this one with two input NAND gate, and I need to find out what is the minimum number of NAND gate. So I told you, like, whenever you want to represent any function with NAND gate only, so you need to remove your plus symbol. Okay, and for removal of that plus symbol, whatever you want to do, you can do that one. Okay, because there is restriction of using minimum two input NAND gate, so I will pair this one as 2 and 2. Okay, so I will take this AB. So I can take this A plus B, and I can take 2 complement here, and I can take C plus D, and I can take 2 times complement here. So what I will get A bar dot B bar whole bar plus C bar dot D bar whole bar. Okay, and for removal of this plus symbol, again I can write this one as a bar dot b bar whole bar dot, or you can say I am taking 2 times complement, I am breaking inner complement. Okay, so this one is again bar. Okay, and this one will be c bar dot d bar. Okay. So this will be my expression. So you know that for representing this A bar, I need one NAND gate. For representing this B bar, I need one NAND gate. For representing this C bar, I need one NAND gate. I need more NAND gate for representing this D bar. Okay. Then for representing this A bar dot B bar whole bar, I need one NAND gate. For representing this A bar, C bar dot D bar whole bar, I need one NAND gate. Okay, and for doing complement of that thing, I again need one more NAND gate. Okay, here also for doing complement again I need one more NAND gate. And this, if this is my x and this is my y, that is x dot y bar, means again I need one more NAND gate, two input NAND gate. Okay, so in this way I can see that this is one NAND gate. Okay, this blue color is two NAND gate, then this color is two NAND gate, and this color is four NAND gate. Okay, so I need a total of 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2, that is 9 NAND gate in total. Okay, so I need 9 two input NAND gate. Okay, so with this, I hope with these examples, your theory part will get more clear. I'm ending this class. Thank you.